NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC West. It's the Cards and the Niners, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. San Francisco ready for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to bunt the football. Greg Dortch back deep. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Samson Abuka in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now a man in his second season in a Cardinal uniform. Here's James Conner. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down and 3. Murray now. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They run the option on second down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Murray again, this is counter.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing now is Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Garoppolo to Ayuk, first down 49ers.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Garoppolo on first down. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 44, Garoppolo. This is Jennings. And they're going to get this down near the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
First down, Murray. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. No gain, and it's second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
To throw again on second down, Murray. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports halftime report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Anderson open right side. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out. Hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. McLeod to return it. They juked him. Look at those stick skills. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. on play action. It's Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play action, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
On 1st and 10 is counter. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second down and 4. They run with McCaffrey off the option. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have it. Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, he's also amazing seeing Charles come out the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Four yards remain for second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
It would be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And right side, they're going to go option here. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. On the move to his right. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Offense a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Let's go, fellas.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray's going to keep it again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now we'll bring up 3rd down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Little read option, the end result, the 1st down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, the slant complete to Green. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Garoppolo to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
That's caught inside the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders.